Mickey Mantle was born in 1931 in Spavinaw, Oklahoma, to Lovell and Elvin Mantle. When he was 4, his family moved to Commerce, Oklahoma, where his father found work in the lead and zinc mines. His father, a semi-pro baseball player himself, named him after Hall of Fame catcher Mickey Cochran and trained him in baseball from a young age, teaching him to bat both left and right-handed. During his sophomore year of high school, Mantle developed osteomyelitis, a severe bone infection, after being accidentally kicked in the shin during a football game. He developed a fever of 104, and his leg swelled 3 times its size. Before the advent of penicillin, this infection would have required amputation. Fortunately, penicillin had recently become available thanks to its mass production by the U.S. military during World War II. The small rural hospital lacked the medication, so Mantle's parents drove him overnight to Oklahoma City, where he received the life-saving treatment. In 1951, Mantle was drafted for service in the Korean War, but the draft board rejected him due to his osteomyelitis. Mantle battled numerous injuries throughout his career. As a rookie in the World Series, he severely injured his knee, tripping over an exposed drain pipe. At the time, surgical options were limited, and it is likely that he tore his ACL, an injury he endured for the rest of his career. But despite these challenges, Mantle's perseverance made him one of baseball's all-time greats. The 1950s witnessed the integration of the Negro Leagues into Major League Baseball, alongside the addition of new teams and several team relocations. Pitching was a crucial aspect of the game, with complete games being far more common than they are today. Legendary pitchers such as Whitey Ford, Warren Spahn, Sandy Koufax, and Bob Feller dominated the mound. The balance of power between pitchers and batters remained relatively equal until the late 1960s. As television became more widespread, teams began studying film to strategize. The platoon system also gained prominence, with teams deploying opposite-handed batters against pitchers to improve batting averages. However, this tactic had little impact on the switch-hitting Mickey Mantle, who excelled regardless of the pitcher's handedness. During the 1956 season, Mantle led the league in runs with 132 and home runs with 52. He led the league in RBI with 130, he led the league in batting average with a 353 compared to a 258 average, slugging with a 705 compared to a 397 average, and OPS with a 1.169. His on-base percentage of .464 was just behind the leader, Ted Williams, with a .479, and well above the average of .331. Mantle also led the league in total bases with 376. He was walked 112 times during the season and had 188 hits. At the end of the season, he won the ceremonial Triple Crown, leading the league in batting average, home runs, and runs batted in. He's the only switch hitter to ever win the Triple Crown. He became an All-Star and was selected as the American League MVP. His New York Yankees would face off against the Brooklyn Dodgers in the World Series, beating them 4-3. Game 5 is significant for Don Larsen's perfect game, the only perfect game in World Series history. Mantle made an iconic running catch off of Gil Hodges to preserve the perfect game. Mickey Mantle is remembered as one of the greatest hitters in baseball history, capable of hitting for both average and power. In the 1961 season, he famously chased Babe Ruth's home run record alongside teammate Roger Maris, finishing with 54 homers. Known for his formidable hitting, some of Mantle's home runs traveled over 500 feet. Despite his reputation for power, he was also an exceptional bunter, ranking 10th all-time for career bases-empty bunt singles. He is undoubtedly the best switch hitter of all time. He was also a remarkable defensive player, winning the coveted Golden Glove Award in his 1962 season. Over 2 decades, he consistently ranked amongst the best players in the game, winning 2 more MVP awards after 1956 and making 20 All-Star teams. Unfortunately, Mantle's career was marred by injuries, making him one of baseball's biggest what-if stories. But despite these setbacks, his career was outstanding, culminating in his induction into the Hall of Fame in 1974. Mantle's 1956 season remains one of the best in baseball history. leading the league in nearly every statistical category and cementing his legacy as one of the sport's all-time greats.